What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG WTF LOL FTW BRB, and welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2013 Mod Spotlights, where we're playing as World Championship Wrestling in the year 2000. I don't know how I forgot that for a second, considering almost every pay-per-view has 2000 after that. Speaking of pay-per-views, in our last episode, we were at not we trying to think of the correct way to pronounce this or say this. We hosted Uncensored 2000, and it was actually a really good show. Um, it's, I believe, in our top three shows. It's actually, I believe, our number three show, and this is the Nitro afterwards. So we have some storylines that ended and some that are still going on. In fact, I'll showcase some of those real quick. We have a new storyline here featuring Black Rain and his disciples. The tag team title is still going on. The Jeff Jarrett and Booker T feud is going on, but no longer with Randy Savage. Shamrock is moving on from Brett to Nash and Hall. The Buff Daddies and Hogan. And then we have Brett's feud that will happen soon. We can't start that yet. And then this. So there are feuds that we are going to be doing today. And we have a locker room incident as well. Here it is. Let's see who it is this time. Hogan was a focal point of a backstage incident when he provoked Paul Orndorff into a huge heated argument. I'm going to give him a stern warning. He's going to say whatever. Hogan, you watch your ass. Alright. So, lately, if you've been watching the Total Extreme Wrestling on the other mods, I've been kind of doing a different thing. I don't book the show from start to beginning. I've been looking at the storylines and kind of booking from there. So I know what I want to start off the show would be modern TV opening, but I'd like to have just kind of like, maybe not a modern TV opening, but what the hell was that? Something was on my keyboard. That was weird. But basically Shamrock just I'll tell you guys in a second. Hold on. Not two monies. 2 and 3. Okay. Save. So I want to start off with Ken Shamrock coming down to the ring and talking about the basically what happened last night, how he was this close to ending Bret Hart's reign until Nash and Hall decided to poke their nose where it didn't belong. And yeah. The only thing I might change this actually to a rant if it's there. I'll um if I if it's there, but we'll see. Recaps uncensored. Sorry if my spelling is bad. Promises, or not promises, let's just go warns Nash and Hall. Okay. Real quick, I want to just see if they have something like this. I don't want to create it. If there is one, I'll do it. But if not, then I don't care. Not really. So we'll just keep it the way it is. So that'll be how we start off the night. And then, what would I like to do? I have an idea. We'll do, not that, I don't know why I went there. Match announcement. Here it is. How does this make sense? There's only... That was stupid. Okay. I hope this is what this means. We'll see. Okay, so it's the other way around. So, after the whole Shamrock thing, I wanted to put over that later tonight we're going to see the Buff Daddies taking on Hogan and a mystery partner. You guys may briefly saw that. So far we're going in order. And in fact, let's just, I guess, keep going in order? I don't know if this is going to be in order, to be completely honest, but we're going to do Bam Bam Bigelow versus Chavo Guerrero. Why? Well, it's going to be just a quick little... Yeah, 5 minutes is fine. Sorry, Chavo, you're going to serve as the guy that gets squashed by Bam Bam Bigelow. Also, meant to add this, ringside scouting. Oop, wrong way. Black Rain, scouting Bam Bam Bigelow. You may have noticed that in the Cruiserweight Championship thing, we saw, you might have saw Bam Bam Bigelow in there, and that's who Black Rain is going after next. He, as Vampiro, and kind of, I guess, brainwashed him into being, following him, but he's going to be targeting Bam Bam Bigelow, so there you go. Let me think. I got an idea. Let's do one of these. Is it called laugh? What is it called? Threat is laughed off, yes. Let's clone this angle. Put the subject here. Not rated, and we'll have the catalyst here. I guess rated on microphone. Oops. On screen. Gibberish. Commentary. Yeah. The team of 1 and 2 cuts an interview in which they laugh off the threat of SF3. Oh. The threats of person 3. Yep. Alright. We'll throw this in there as well. Kevin Nash. Scott Hall. Just practically joking about... They have no worries about Ken Shamrock. Fucking, you better hope that doesn't blow because of you, Scott Hall. I need more matches, though. I am noticing that. So, one of the matches I want to do, even though it's going to follow up with an angle, I want to get the Filthy Animals, put them in action against somebody. I'm not sure. Not the Daddies. Who? We can't do this. So, gosh darn it. Alright. We'll have to make up a team. We'll do it live. Maybe Randy Savage and somebody? Just who? Maybe Randy Savage and Sid Vicious. We can play on the fact that they're both kind of crazy. Have this go on for 8 minutes. And the victory will go to, I guess, Conan. We're going to keep Sid Vicious strong. It's going to be an open bout. And it's not going to be the kind of victory you guys think. It's going to be a DQ finish. And it's going to end with Conan being attacked by Dr. Death. And I guess Rey Mysterio being attacked by the Great Muta. Oh, outside interference. There we go. So, boom. Tag team titles don't need to be on the line. And do we need to... we're just... Well, I guess we might. I don't know. Wanted to throw in an open challenge from Dean Malenko. Have him run on about how great he is. And this is him also putting the title on the line. Oops. I got to do an accepted challenge. This is no storyline thing. This is something just to kind of hold Dean Malenko off for a week. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And it's also Roddy Piper's last match, everybody. Fine, Roddy. Yep. Roddy, his contract is up, and I am not renegotiating because he's in the downfall of his career. And I figured it'd be cool to let him go out on, not on top. He's not going to win the match, of course, but have him come out, and have a good match. So we're going to give Dean Malenko the victory, but I want to keep Roddy Piper strong, make this an open bout. Hell, you know what? Work the crowd. Now, not work the crowd, but do I want him to go all out? I'm thinking I do, to be honest. And we're going to have... it'll be a distraction finish with Roddy Piper being distracted by Perry Saturn. Yeah. We do need to throw more matches in there, though. So let's do the reveal. Reveal of mystery partner. And Hulk Hogan comes out and introduces his mystery partner, Billy Kidman. Have him go on for like 5 minutes, which suffice. Oh, freaking A. So many people with that crap. Let's do Hulk Hogan, Billy Kidman, Buff Bagwell, Scott Steiner. This go on for 12 minutes, I guess, would be fine. Let's go for 13, actually. We're going to give... Oops. Billy's going to get the victory, everybody. We're going to keep Hogan strong, of course. I want to protect Buff Bagwell. I also want to keep Scott Steiner strong. Make this an open bout. And yeah, that's about it. You know what? Let's also throw a distraction in there. Give Torrie Wilson something to do. Have her distract Buff Bagwell. Also, I want Bagwell to take the loss. Actually, let's make that the finish. Well, the finish. So let's go distraction finish. Buff Bagwell gets distracted by Torrie Wilson, which allows Billy Kidman to take advantage. We have to throw in a Sting video. I'm probably going to have to go add him as a personality or something. So let's go here. Not making the same mistake I always do. Not referee. Personality. Hype. Singles wrestler. Sting. And make it like a... I guess 5 minutes would suffice. Boom, look at that. Right back to the... I also wanted to do a celebration, even though I know... Oh, hold on. Where's it at? There we go. And it'll be Hogan and Billy just celebrating. Good feel-good moment right there, you know? Good 5-minute celebration for the two. I don't know why I pushed that back, because this is just all bejumbled together at the moment. We need to do something with the Horsemen and DDP. I haven't forgotten about them. But I also wanted to do a challenge where El Hijo is pissed and he straight up he says, Vampiro, I'm cashing in now, basically. And, you know, he wants his rematch, which will lead to Black Rain accepting the challenge for him. And then that'll lead to a match between Vampiro and El Hijo del Santo. Have them go at it for the 10 minutes. Cruiserweight titles on the line. Vampiro gets the win. Keep Del Santo strong. Open. All-out bout. And ends with the manager interference. Do I have... I don't have him listed as his manager. Assign manager. Unless they have horrible chemistry. And there's a reason why I have never assigned them as chemistry. No, not Lance Storm. What a spoiler. Okay. And then we'll have a save from 2-on-1 attack. And it'll be Jushin Liger, everybody. Not Eddie Guerrero. Fun fact, originally I was going to make Eddie Guerrero be the guy who accepts Dean Malenko's challenge, but instead I went with Roddy Piper because I felt it was a feel-good moment. Got a lot of angles here. Need more matches. What's the analysis? I haven't done anything with Booker or Jeff Jarrett. Should this be the main event? If it is, what's main event? Major match is 15. We'll make it this a main event. Why did I sound like Mario? We'll make it this a main event. I don't know if it's going to be the main event. I have an idea. For the main event, we'll have Kevin Nash in the main event. We did get a good amount of people on the card, though. I will say that. What is Nash? Is he a, the hell's Nash? Oh, there he is. I was like, what the frig is Nash? Kevin Nash takes on... Do we want to do Diamond Dallas Page? It's not going to be him, that's for sure. Well, don't see anybody else. Let's Booker T. Let's do Booker T. that'll be our main event. And I think this is actually going to go over. Watch. Yeah, we need to cut a minute, so we'll cut. Why is this 7 minutes? Oh, because of the time. Let's cut this back. But I'm going to need to cut more. But let's do this. Kevin Nash gets the victory. Open. And it's again, we're going to see a lot of this. DQ finish. When Ken Shamrock just runs in after Kevin Nash. And speaking of Ken Shamrock, let me check something real quick. That's dangerous. Dangerous territory there, Steve. There's a lot of people I did not use on this card, I'll be honest. I wanted to do a Booker T promo. Alright, let me arrange this. So we got the Shamrock thing, Buff Daddies, Bigelow scouting. Do I want to do that? Do I? Yeah, let's just start it off with a squash. Boom, boom. So far, I'm actually kind of. Well, actually, no. I'm. This is gonna be a little bit later on, but we just really gotta kind of switch these up real quick. Oops. Move this forward. That right there. Put this right there. Oops, this needs to be there. And this needs to go here. And why is this there? I kind of want to switch Malenko and this because I feel not only, well, not just because, it's the cruiserweight. It's not why, if anyone thinks it is. It's mainly because it's going to be Roddy's last match, most likely. And, I don't know, it just feels like it's a special moment. It needs to be further down. Or further, yeah, down, that's what I meant. Santo down, okay. Malenko, Piper accepts, Roddy Piper versus Dean. Oh, we need to do the Liger save Santo. I can cut this back like a minute or two. Nah, that's fine. We'll keep it. Boom. What can I cut back? Cut this like a minute back. Cut this like 2 minutes. What was their last match? Censored, and I got a 52. Nah, we'll just keep that 10 minutes. Challenge. Cut this like to 3 minutes. Alright. And basically to end off the show, it's just going to be following up with Nash getting beaten down. Good 3-minute beatdown. What did I take things away from so I can add it like back? I didn't take away from a match, did I? No, I can't remember. No. Actually, I'll give Malenko his 2 minutes back. I remember doing that. And there we go. I do want to do some pre-show stuff, though, so... Didn't do anything with the DDP or Chris Benoit. That'll have to wait till next week. What a shame. Wanted to do something with Jushin Liger to try to get him a little bit more momentum. It has to be a lower mid-carder. Steven Regal. Howdy do. I believe you two have fought before, too. And you had a great match. So, what was that at? Is that uncensored, actually? Cool. Have you guys go for more. Give you guys 10 minutes. Who won last time? Was it Regal? It was Regal. This time it's going to be Liger. Jushin Liger. I want to protect him. Let's keep... Well, no, we don't want to keep him strong. We'll keep Jushin Liger strong, but... Work the crowd, and yeah. This actually might even be the main event. Depending. It's fine. I don't really need to use any of you guys. Could put Jeff Jarrett in action, maybe. That's fine. I want to get Rhino in action. The only problem is I don't have anyone for him to fight. That sucks. I can't do the like David Flair because it'd be like, yo, 2 jobbers, so we'll just have to deal with this. So welcome to the Nerds and Geeks who click the annotation to skip ahead and see how the show goes. We're missing a lot of things. There's no Brett, there's no Chris Benoit, no DDP. It's kind of relying just on Shamrock and Hogan. So let's see if it works. Let's run and hope it works. So, oh man, it didn't do as good as I would hoped. Start off the night on the pre-show. We had a bout that had solid action, but no crowd heat. Jushin Liger defeating Steven Regal by submission. And Regal's improving in Rumble skills. Let's look at the dirt sheet. It's going to be all like the locker room and booking decisions, of course. Whatever. Moving on to the show. Shamrock comes out and basically warns the NWO 2000. He talks about how he was so close to beating Bret the Hitman Hart at Uncensored 2000, but Nash and Scott Hall had to poke their nose where it didn't belong, and he specifically warns both Nash and Hall that vengeance is coming, and he's going to break them. Not a bad opening promo. And then the announcers put over that later tonight we're going to see the Buff Daddies taking on Hogan and a mystery partner. And then we see Bam Bam Bigelow in the ring about to complete. And Black Rain comes down to the ring for some reason. And you just see him watching and scouting Bam Bam Bigelow. So Bam Bam also debuted his new Big Evil gimmick and got an 85. And there's really no worker improvements. An extremely short match. Bam Bam Bigelow just destroying Chavo Guerrero. Didn't do that well, unfortunately. But whatever. It was just meant to kind of give Bam Bam a push. Oh wow, cool. Scott Hall did pretty good. Too bad they didn't do a good promo, but either way, the Outsiders are backstage talking about how they really could care less about Shamrock's threats, and it's no worry to them. They don't care. And then I'd like to imagine also Nash kind of threw in a jab at Booker T because they're going to be in the main event later tonight. Both enjoyed the freedom, but this did not do too well. I'm actually a little confused by that. Oh my lord, look at all the penalized. Nash has a poor gimmick and low momentum. I'm going to have to see if I can change that. See if I can get him a better gimmick, or if I can at least. Then we have some good action in Average Heat. I'm happy with that. Filthy Animals defeating Randy Savage and Sid Vicious when Randy Savage was disqualified. Yes, DQ. Dr. Death, Steve Williams running in and attacking Conan, and we also saw the Great Muta attack Rey Mysterio. So, Muta and Dr. Death not done with the Filthy Animals, it would seem like. And I might make a team out of these two, kind of like a Psycho kind of team. Conan's improving in performance. Good. I'm happy with this match, by the way. And I'm also happy that I had Average Heat. Then El Hijo del Santo comes down to the ring, and he's irritated. He's so angry about the match last at Uncensored, talking about how he was screwed over and that the only reason Vampiro won was with the help of Black Rain, and he challenges him now. And this leads to Black Rain coming to the ring and accepting the challenge for Vampiro. Leads to the Cruiserweight title on the line, and wow, got a 58. I'm very satisfied with that. Good action, not much Wayne Heat, unfortunately. Vampiro retaining the championship with the nail in the coffin after Black Rain interfered as well, making his first defense of his title. Also helps that these two have great chemistry. El Hijo is improving in Rumble. And then we see the beatdown. Del Santo is getting beaten down by Black Rain and Vampiro. And here comes Jushin Thunder Liger to chase them off. And it's just basically, look who the next challenger is. So Dean Malenko's in the ring talking about how great he is. And he's even saying, it's the TV championship. I'm going to prove how great I am. And I'm putting the championship on the line tonight to anybody in the back. And this leads to Roddy Piper, who accepts the challenge, and I'm very happy that he got a 54 and improvised well. And the match does really good. I'm actually very satisfied with that. Good action, Average Heat. Malenko defeating Roddy Piper by submission with the Texas Cloverleaf after a distraction from Perry Saturn and defending his title for the third time. So, goodbye, Roddy Piper. Hope you had a good run. I'm thinking that's going out on top. Helped put over a young guy. I don't know how old Dean Malenko is, but I imagine he's one of our young guns, and had a good match. And then Hulk Hogan comes out and introduces his mystery partner in the match tonight, brother. And it's Billy Kidman, and he works the crowd well. I'm happy with that. Comes across well. Unfortunately, Billy Kidman was underwhelming, but he is learning to show more charisma. Leads to the match that did all right. Some good action, Average Heat. Hogan and Kidman win when Billy Kidman pins Buff Bagwell with a shooting star press after Buff Bagwell got distracted by Tori Wilson. So I like to assume she, shook her booty or something. Bagwell got distracted, and Hogan hits the big boot, takes out Scott Steiner. Billy tags in Billy Kidman. Kidman goes for the shooting star press. 1, 2, 3. That's how I like to imagine it goes down. And then the celebration with the two. Good night for Billy Kidman, everybody. Ooh, music video does well. I'm happy with that. And then our main event of the night, good action, Average Heat. Nash defeating Booker T. When Booker T is disqualified, when Shamrock runs in and beats down on Kevin Nash. And to close out the show, which is not going to do good because Nash is bombing, but it got a C+. That's not bad. Nash just beats not Nash. Shamrock just is beating them down, stands tall for the night. Saying, look, you should have heeded my warning, basically. So we got, increasing in 18 and losses in 11. So, that's probably all the American regions again. Whatever. It wasn't a bad show. I think it was a pretty decent show. Not our best show, but it's certainly, not a bad show. So, Raw probably did freaking amazing. Oh my god, it got an A. You know it did. Fantastic reviews. And some found our show, unfortunately, underwhelming. Hey, Abdul the Butcher. He's out of a job. What? Oh, they haven't offered a contract extension. That's what it is. I mean, I'm not hiring Abdul the Butcher. He's almost 60 years old. I'm just saying that's pretty interesting. Lesnar got called up. Interesting. What is he working as? They haven't classified him yet. I want to keep an eye on that. And Michael Hayes is the best color commentator. Hey, I didn't even know he color commentated for WWE. Can I look at their announcers, actually? I don't think I can. If I can, anyone, let me know. That's cool. Usually it's Jim Ross. That's actually pretty impressive. Um, Jeff Jarrett's probably irritated that he was left off. No? What is he? He's just irritated at a firing. Daphne's irritated. Left off Nitro. I'm going to give you some time off, Daph. Give you 2 weeks off. There you go. Shane Douglas and Hogan are still irritated too. I don't remember Jeff Jarrett being there. Whatever. And they want to see improvements. And it was down, but yeah, whatever. Before we end off, I want to auto push, see if anyone moved up in the rankings or not. So let us start off with our enhancement talent. Everyone is the same. I want to do something with Rhino, but right now I just don't have anybody for him to squash, and I don't want it to be Tenzon. Openers. Come on, Muda, move up already. Whatever, that's fine. Got Muda for a while. Lower mid-carders. Ah, Del Santo moved down. He used to be a mid-carder. Well, I did have him basically job out. I want to kind of make... I was thinking about making Regal a face, but he's so damn good as a heel. I just don't want to do that. Here's our mid-carders. I was hoping Billy Kidman would have moved up, to be honest. Oh, man, I feel like Dean Malenko might have been an upper mid-carder. I don't think so, actually. Also, I just noticed there was no negative chemistry with the Black Rain being the managed Vampiro, so that's awesome. And our upper mid-carders, satisfied with most of these. Kind of wish Benoit and Shamrock would be main eventers, but that's okay. And our main eventers are Booker T, Bret Hart, DDP, Hogan, Jarrett, Nash, and Flair. I don't know why Jeff Jarrett's the main eventer, but whatever. How's our storylines doing? I'm very satisfied with this. This is doing really well. And everyone's getting, looking good. Alright, cool. And I believe, yep, next week Sting should be here, and so should Kurt Hennig, so awesome. Well, Nerds and Geeks, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe, especially if you have any ideas for the episodes. If you want anybody to be brought in, I can always shortlist them. Currently, here is a bunch of people I have shortlisted. Don't think I'm bringing them in anytime soon. I'm definitely not looking to hire people, but these are people I'm definitely looking to bring in at some point, maybe even if I get a developmental system. Speaking of developmental, or not really developmental, we do have a dojo, but we didn't have a trainer, so I set Arn Anderson as a trainer because I figure he'd just be great. But other than that, Nerds and Geeks, I will see you guys later, and until the next time, have a great